that we can't really focus on and accomplish anything in the now. It also takes us mentally and emotionally into the tomorrow, missing the joys of the present day moment. So we've got to refuse to go along for that ride. The Lord says we have enough to deal with right now. God gives us the glorious gift of life today and joy today. And when we worry, we don't comprehend those blessings. Live in the light and in the full joy of that day, using the resources that God has provided for us. So let's not rush ourselves or push ourselves into the future and miss what's happening in the moment. Today is all we really have, for God permits none of us to live in the tomorrow until it turns into today. Remember this, God gives us strength one day at a time. He gives us what we need when we need it, and He doesn't burden us with excess baggage. Perhaps some of our worst fears or worries is how we would handle a loved one's death. God gives us His grace when we need it. If we worry about the future now, we're going to double our pain without having the grace to deal with it when it truly happens. In Hebrews, the author wrote, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today, yes, and forever. And that means He's going to be doing the same thing today and tomorrow as He did yesterday. So, those of us that are worriers have a lot to work on. It really has an impact on our faith. It has an impact about how we handle our present and our future, and even how we interpret our past. But the question we need to ask ourselves, did God sustain us throughout our lives? Yes. Was it done the way that we wanted? No. But God is far wiser than we are. He wants us to experience the joy that we can every day. But if we lug along that burden of worry, and I kind of envision a ball and chain that's invisible that we're dragging behind us, if we burden ourselves with that, we miss out what's right in front of us. That's not a life that God would want us to live. So let's remember and hear the words of Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount 3 times. Don't worry. Don't worry. Experience the joy He has for us. And the people of God said, Amen. We're going to watch a short video, 3 minutes, from our bishop, Frank J. Beard, and is speaking to us about the vote of the special session and general conference taken at the end of last month.
Hi, my name is Frank Beard, and I'm the resident bishop of the Illinois Great Rivers Conference. The general conference has spoken. A majority of our 874 voting delegates have decided that our way forward will begin with plans for a more conservative pathway. The decision, while clearly disappointing to many, reflects the global nature of our worldwide denomination. The General Conference has selected a path, and now we all must figure out if we will continue to journey together in pursuit of mission and ministry. I encourage each of us to take the time needed before making a final decision regarding the route we will choose. I remind us that this course was selected by our delegates after nearly 3 years of prayerful discernment across the whole church, intentional dialogue and directed study by our Commission on the Way Forward, and the consideration of 3 possible plans for moving us forward. For many, it will take time before we can clearly see whether or not the correct path has been selected. We started this process believing that God would lead us. Now is not the time to stop trusting the process. We need to continue to pray together for clarity and boldness to take the next step forward. Faith does not see and then go. Faith steps out trusting that God will be with us and will indeed direct our path. I want to confess to you that I am hurting and grieving for our denomination. We are broken and fractured. We are divided and disjointed. A majority of our delegates have selected a route forward for our future together in mission and ministry in hopes of transforming the world for Jesus Christ. I am trusting in their discernment. This route may not seem best at the moment. I would remind each of us that after Peter's great confession of Jesus being the Messiah of God, Jesus pointed them towards Jerusalem, where he would be unjustly convicted and crucified. No one but Jesus could see the end result of their difficult journey. Again, I urge each of you, let us be determined to walk together, trusting and believing that God indeed will make a way somehow. We have 10 months before the changes that were selected by the 2019 special called session will become effective. Prior to January 1, 2020, the Judicial Council will review the decisions and the directions selected by our delegates to ensure that they are in harmony with our Book of Discipline. Our boards and agencies, seminaries, and affiliate ministries will help us to understand the ramifications of embarking on the selected path in terms of our own overall mission and ministry goals. I will be traveling across the Illinois Great Rivers Conference, sharing the details of the work and the results of the General Conference. My hope is to offer information as well as to provide a pastoral presence for our members and constituents. All are welcome to these gatherings. Many of our pastors and lay leaders, especially those in the LGBT community, are disappointed and are hurting because they had hoped for a different outcome from this General Conference. I encourage each of you to know that you are highly valued and much needed for the journey ahead. We need your leadership now more than ever as we seek to impact our world with the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. We are not a one-size-fits-all denomination, and we need you to help reach people for Jesus. Finally, a special word of thanks to the Illinois Great Rivers Conference staff and volunteers. Your radical hospitality raised the bar and set a new standard for sharing the unconditional love of Jesus Christ towards all. Thank you all for a job well done.
Let us be in prayer. Gracious Lord God, we hear these words of our bishop, and we will continue to be in prayer for our church. We are still needed in this world. There is much hurting. We lift up our brothers and sisters who are experiencing pain with the massacre at the 2 mosques in New Zealand. It should never, ever be a fearful time when people want to bow and to pray to their God. We want these to be places of safe sanctuary. So Lord, we feel their pain. We pray for their healing. us by teaching us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I invite you to get connected. Gracious Lord God, send us into your world, trusting that you will always provide as you have in the past, as you do today, and you will into the future all that we need. Let our faith proclaim to the world what a powerful and awesome God that you are, and what an amazing Son, Jesus Christ, who taught us how to love with mercy and grace. And let the people of God say, amen.